Pitbull Sports Media, home of the big dogs. So dig it. Jaron Ennis is the John Morant of the boxing world. He's explosive, he's entertaining, he's high flying, he has a tremendous skill set. His offensive game is like no other. He's a freak of nature. He is more athletic than his opponent at every turn. I mean, the angles he can hit you with, his footwork is just, you know, like no other. So let's get into it. Jaron Ennis is 31-0 with 28 knockouts. He's 26 years old, stands at 5'10 with a 74-inch reach. He is the most natural dynamic switch hitter in boxing, and he has just knocked out Roman Villa in spectacular fashion in the 10th round. Villa was a tough opponent, but he was getting battered and cooked the whole night. And he held on as long as he could, and he never stopped letting his hands go. So it was an exciting fight, even though he lost almost every round. Villa is a true warrior. At age 30, he is now 26-2 with 24 KOs. He stands at 5'10 with a 74-inch arm reach. I'm not sure why his boss rec says he's 5'7. He's clearly the same size as Boots when it was in the ring. And he fights in the orthodox stance. Villa was just coming off his biggest win over Rashidi Ellis, handing him his first loss, so Villa was definitely a respectable opponent. Jaron Ennis looked like a freak of nature out there. His offensive toolbox is not missing a single tool at all. He can throw any punch from any angle with complete power. He is the most fluent switch hitter in the game right now, and maybe even in boxing history. Only time will tell that piece of that. But his athletic traits can be compared to a John Morant. He can score from all angles like John Morant with complete freak of nature like explosion. He naturally can move and simply do things no one else in the game can do, just like Morant. He is fast and precise with his shots and angles. His defense is swift with cat-like reflexes. He rolls with punches. Man, this guy is very natural with his movement. He has a God-given talent to entertain the fans by doing moves that's hard to duplicate. Sorry about that. He loves to show off and taunt sometimes. That can lead to mistakes, but that is about the only knock I can give Ennis at this point. This fight with Villa gave everyone the answers we have been looking for. This was an exciting fight to watch. Both men showed up to put their passions on display. This guy Ennis right now gives Crawford and Spence problems. I believe he is faster and the better athlete out of all three, Spence, Ennis, and Crawford. Also, he is bigger and he has youth on his side. This can be very dangerous for, anybody in the welterweight division. Boots come from a boxing family. His father is his head trainer, and his older two brothers were also pro boxers. Jaron Ennis is taking over the scene with his flashy over-the-top skill set and explosiveness just like John Morant in the NBA. Jaron Ennis can easily become the next face of boxing and definitely will be the next face at 147 for sure. I don't see no one other than Crawford or Spence giving him any competition at 147 at all. He is to boxing what John Morant is to the NBA. But what do y'all think? Is Jaron Ennis the next big thing in boxing? Does he get the winner out of the possible two fight of Spence versus Crawford? Does he beat Spence or Crawford right now with his skill set? Again, Pitbull Sports Media, home of the big dogs. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.